Studios, and joining us now is Emmie Perkins, Miss Mississippi. Emmie, thanks for coming on.
Well, good morning, and thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Absolutely. So we got a pageant coming up pretty soon,
We sure
right?
do.
Yeah.
It's in June in Vicksburg, and somebody will take on the role of Miss Mississippi, and I will be able to turn in the keys to the amazing car and relax a little bit.
How have you enjoyed it? Has it been fun?
I've enjoyed it so much. And actually, this Wednesday, I complete my 82 county school tour with my last county. And so it's been an absolute blessing and dream to travel our entire state and to visit a school in every county of our state, and then obviously make appearances beyond that as well.
What's the message when you visit the schools?
It's a message of hope for me. I feel like in our school systems across the state of Mississippi, these students need a public figure to remind them that it is possible to achieve their dreams and be whatever they want to be, regardless of their circumstance. And, I've seen a lot of really sad situations across the state. But when I meet those kids, when I see their faces light up, when they see Miss Mississippi, when they hear the message of my music program that I bring to them, it's all worthwhile. And I've definitely done my job by giving that message to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Do any of them aspire, perhaps, to be Miss Mississippi?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are they
20
in pageants?
years from now, you may see them sitting in this chair interviewing with you if you're still doing this.
That's awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
What about the other representatives from the other states? Have you built some sort of newfound friendships as a result of this?
This is so interesting. I never thought that I would have so many friends across the United States, and I've actually developed friendships with girls from every corner of our country. And it's really funny. I just got back from New York City, where I spent a weekend with Miss New York, Miss Tennessee, and Miss Arizona. We did a scholarship benefit night for the New York organization. And then in a couple of weeks, I'll head on to Disney World with Miss Massachusetts, Miss Florida, and Miss Louisiana. So you never know who you're going to meet and the opportunities that you're going to have to travel to all these amazing places. I'm completely changed because of the impact this year's had on my life.
When did you get started in pageants?
In college, when I realized I needed to figure out how to pay the bills, and that it did. I've earned over $30,000 from this organization. So it's a testament to the amazing things it can do for young women. And it's exciting to see all of these young women who will be competing in Vicksburg stepping up to the plate and getting ready to create their own stories.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What are your career plans?
My career plan? That's the $1 million question, isn't it? So I'm actually going to go back to school in the fall because I had 6 credits left at Mississippi State. Go Bulldogs.
Okay.
And then I majored in public relations with a minor in music. And then afterwards, I'll go get my graduate degree because I have so much scholarship money to utilize. And I think I'm going to get either my MBA or some kind of entertainment graduate degree.
Okay, but what do you want to do? You tell me about
my dream job would be to be a backup singer for Beyonce. That's just the dream.
Okay.
But honestly, lately I've been thinking about working in the field of entertainment, something with, it's public speaking, and I would even love to work for some kind of political position for the president. That would be kind of cool. Yeah. The sky is the limit.
Absolutely. Well, I'm confident you will succeed no matter what your career choice is.
This definitely is a great opportunity this year to create connections across our state and across our country. It's like the best internship I've ever had. That's kind of how I explain it to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A sense of pride when you're representing the great state of Mississippi?
Oh, my gosh. So much pride in my heart. And I think even more so now that I've traveled the entire state. I think that the one word that I keep coming back to is the people of our state. Mm-hmm. They are so unique. They're so diverse, and they're so impactful from the top to the bottom. And when we say the word hospitality, we really mean it here in Mississippi because our people are what makes us unique. And as a musician, it's been really neat to explore the musical side of our state and all the culture and the history that Mississippi carries when it comes to music.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. So successful are Mississippians across the spectrum of artistic disciplines, of course, business as well, health. I mean, we have so many great assets in our state, and you represent as well.
Well, thank you.
What do other folks want to know, other folks that represent their specific states, your peers? What do they want to know about our state?
I think that they would be pleasantly surprised with the level of hospitality in our state because from traveling all over the country, even this year, I've realized how special we are. I've realized how unique we are. It's almost like when you come to Mississippi, you don't meet a stranger. I think that we truly lend a spirit and an aura of hospitality that transcends beyond any other state. I mean, we will give you the shirt off our back, and we really show that when we interact with people, when we meet people. And it's funny, the stereotypes that people hold about our state that I got to kind of prove wrong when I went to Miss America. A lot of girls were very curious. What's it like to live in Mississippi? What do you guys do for fun? What would it be like if I visited? And to be able to tell them and paint a picture of my state and what the people have to offer and the amazing things that you can do here was really special for me.
When you do that, when you paint that picture, Emmie, do you find that there may be a little surprise? It's different than what their perceptions were?
Absolutely, yes. And I actually had a great-grandfather immigrate from Jazine, Lebanon. My family, that side of my family, was Lebanese. And so when they came over to Mississippi, my great-grandfather opened a convenience store in Laurel, Mississippi, and he would let people come shop for groceries. And this was around the Great Depression. And when they no longer could afford their groceries because of the financial struggles that they were going through, he had this big box called the IOU box. And they would take their grocery receipts and slip it in the box. And it would kind of be a sign that I'm going to come back and pay you later when times are better. And so when they finally came back to pay him and they had, regained their footing, he ripped up the receipts and said, "You have given me the American dream and the Mississippi dream. Wow. Let me give a little bit back to you."
That's awesome.
And so that's the story I really like to harp on and tell people about how I feel like our whole entire Mississippi experience is summed up. The hospitality, the generosity, the mentality that, we can help each other out because it'll always come back full circle.
Yeah, I think it's true. At the end of the day, Mississippi is a very close-knit community, and I think that does resonate outside of our state.
Yes.
I think that's understood about our state. It's a key asset, and it's a huge selling feature.
When I recently traveled to Family Feud, I went and filmed with my family, which was so much fun. But even there, when we were filming Family Feud, Steve Harvey stopped the show and was like, "I golf in West Point, Mississippi. I love the golf course there." And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, people from all over the country and the world somehow have some kind of connection to our great state, which is so cool.
I like to play golf there, too.
Yeah, so you may run into Steve.
That'd be awesome.
Pretty cool.
That really is. Anything interesting about some of the others who represent their states with respect to their career plans? Did you find out about any that you thought, this is kind of unusual?
Yeah, there were a lot of content creators, which I found really unique and also really inspiring that could be somebody's full-time career.
Okay.
And so learning from my friend, Miss New York, about how content creation works, what the day-to-day of her life looks like, how she partners with brands. That was super, super unique. But then also something I found interesting was I was one of the youngest candidates at Miss America. I'm only 22, and I thought, I'm so old and big and bad. And I got there, and, I'm still having to finish my undergraduate degree in college, and these women are 26, 27 years old,
really?
Getting started in their careers and really digging into what they're passionate about. And so it's very inspiring to look at it as almost like a mentorship opportunity to be inspired by other women that have gained footing with their career and chase their dreams.
Is it possible to prepare for the range of questions you may receive? I mean, is that even possible?
Absolutely not. And I'll even say, since being crowned Miss Mississippi, it's been interesting to see the kind of questions that the public ask you. I had a kid ask me when inflation was super bad. He looks at me at a school visit and he goes, "Miss Mississippi, is there any way you can lower the gas prices?" And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, people really do think Miss Mississippi can do it all.
Well, yeah.
I was like, if I would, I could, kid, because I'm struggling too.
So it's just random.
It's so random.
You can't prepare.
And I think as a public figure, you learn to face those challenges and really think through the questions that people ask, because there are some really heavy-hitting questions. There's a lot of public opinion that comes from being Miss Mississippi. And so it's truly every single day is a practice on how to become the best version of yourself, but then also on how to represent an entire state of people at the same time.
Seems like you have to guard against maybe being impulsive.
Yes. You definitely have to think through things and be thoughtful, and you have to really learn from your mistakes and learn from the things that, work and don't work kind of thing. Yeah.
It makes total sense. So again, when's the pageant coming up?
Yes,
contest?
so you can actually stream the pageant live on TV. It'll be streaming across news platforms in the state of Mississippi on June 10th, which is our final night of competition, when we will replace me and name a new Miss Mississippi, which is so exciting. But the preliminary competitions are the 7th through the 9th in Vicksburg, Mississippi, with the final night being on the 10th. You can actually buy tickets at miss-mississippi.com/shop. So
Gotcha.
people can go buy their tickets there, or if they can't make it live, they can tune in on TV for that final night.
Sounds great. Emmie, thanks for coming in. Congratulations.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for representing our state so graciously. We appreciate it.
I appreciate you taking the time to interview me.
You got it. Emmie Perkins, Miss Mississippi, everyone. We're stepping aside for a break in the Element Wealth Studios. Coming right back.